It didn't want to let me back on. It didn't want to let me back on. I'll just wait until after the show, and then I'll get all of that stuff together. It did not want to let me log back in. I was really nervous. I was like, I shouldn't have ended it, but I think I'm back now. Yeah, it did not want to let me back on. I apologize. I won't do that again. I'll fix it. I'll fix it later on. I'll fix it later on. But it did not want to let me back on. I was nervous. I don't know. I ended it because I was trying to do something. I thought of something I could fix. Boom, pop right back on. And then it didn't want to let me back on. So I apologize, everybody. I apologize. I do. I apologize. We are back. It was not a Wi-Fi issue. It was not a Wi-Fi issue, and we are back. We are back. All right. Today, I figured it's Thursday. It's Thursday, and I figured I wanted to do another. No, go here. No, not there. Oh, stop it. I know a lot of y'all don't like this, but I wanted to do another audit. I wanted to do another audit. I had one, but it's not pulling it. I had one ready, but it's not pulling it up. All right. I am back. I am back. I am back. Thank you, everybody, for coming back. Thank you. Yeah, some haters. It is a new stream. It is a new stream. Carolyn was on the other page talking to herself in the chat. Oh. I wanted to do another First Amendment audit today for us to look at one. I wanted it to be a quick one. I had one pulled up and ready to go, but now it won't play. I don't know what is going on. I'm going to get all of this together. Crystal says, is that why you didn't say hello? Because I accidentally didn't go to the experiment page. Oh, let me say this. Congratulations to Hamilton County, to Alicia Reese, to the bus thing. Congratulations on that. I think it's a good thing. Anytime that you can extend resources from the county to the citizens, that's a good thing. I think people was overselling it just a little bit today. Overselling it just a little bit. But I still think it's a good thing. Getting resources, county resources, to people who need them is a good thing. And so, congratulations. I'm not saying anything bad about the bus. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Getting resources to the people is a good thing. Were people overselling it? Somebody actually said, this is the best thing ever. And I thought, ever? Like, ever? In the history of the world, everything that's ever happened in the world, this is the best thing that's ever happened, really? Overselling it just a little bit. But it is a good thing. It is a good thing getting resources to people. Is it like a doctor's office on wheels? I don't know exactly what it looks like or how it's set up. All I know is that apparently the bus is going to show up and they'll be able to connect people with help and resources from, I guess, getting coronavirus vaccine shots to getting help with other county services. It'll be, I think I've heard it described as a one-stop shop. Well, they show up, and if you got any problems with anything in the county, you can go there, and if they can't help you like right on site, rental assistance or anything, then they'll be able to help you. What's your problem with her? I really don't appreciate the way you coming off. Okay, how am I coming off? Hold on, let me say this before I even really address that. I was talking to a friend of mine, and a friend of mine said, you know, Emanuel, sometimes you get attacked a lot. People attack you, and it's not reasonable. They said, but you don't always have to respond. Sometimes when you respond, because you respond so, they said aggressively, because you respond so aggressively, you come off like the bad guy. Even though you were the one who got attacked and you're just defending yourself, you come off like the bad guy. So maybe what you should do so that you don't come off like the bad guy is just let people attack you and just let them sit out there and be the bad guy. Now, I'm going to tell you that goes against every fiber of my being. Growing up, I grew up fighting. And, you know, being a smaller, you know, people like to pick on me. And I learned early on. I remember my dad told me this. I went and told my dad. I think I've told this story too. I went and told my dad. Like, they picking on me. And my dad took my hand and he balled it up into a fist. And he said, what is that? And I said, it's a fist. He said, if people pick on you, you use it. Don't let nobody pick on you. I remember that so vividly. And ever since then, I don't let people pick on me, be it physically or verbally or whatever. I don't let people pick on me. I don't start nothing, but if you come for me, I go over the top with it because we should have never been here. And, you know, so I don't believe you let people do stuff to you and then you do the same thing to them or anything like that. Now, you go so far over the top that the next time they think about doing something to you, they think, do I really want to deal with all of the hassle of that? Do I really want to deal with all of the hassle that comes with that? So that's how I've always dealt with, I'm going to say, conflict. I don't start nothing. But if you attack me, I vigorously defend myself. Okay? That's the way I've always. But my friend said, you seem like the bad guy sometimes. You seem like the bad guy. People attack you, and then you get them back, but it ain't never enough. I'm like, yeah, because they shouldn't have started. If they wouldn't have, what was happening before they attacked me? Nothing. So then they attacked me, and now, you know. So anyway, that's the way I've always handled things. But I'm going to try this new thing, all right? And y'all trust me, it goes against every fiber of my being. It goes against every fiber of my being. But I'm going to try it, okay? I'm going to try it. So, to this question. Yo Underwood wants to know, what's your problem with her? I really don't appreciate the way you coming off. And I guess I would have to ask a simple question in the nicest way I can think of. So first, let me start off by kind of stating my case a little bit. I said, I think the bus is a good thing. I think bringing resources to the citizens is good. I don't think it's the best thing literally ever, which someone said. So I think some people were overselling it just a little bit. So please explain to me, Yo Underwood, please explain to me how that is me either having a problem with Commissioner Reese, or how is that me, what way am I coming off? I like what she did. I think it's good. It's bringing resources to people, but it's not the best thing ever. How is that me having a problem with her? and I'll listen. I'll listen to your response if you decide to give one. All right. And anybody can share with me how what I said is coming off as me having a problem with Alicia Reese, which I don't, or me coming off as wrong. Let me see. Daryl says the 513 bus has great resources. Yeah. Yo says you don't respond to me anyway, so I'm used to it. What do you mean? I do respond to you. Let me see. I hope you don't have short kid issues. I'm not sure what that means. What I have is I treat everybody with respect. And if you attack me, I don't just defend myself. I attack back. But I'm trying something new. So we're going to see. Fame says, I'm with Emanuel. You got no problem stepping to me about anything. I'm not bothering you. Myosha says, I did and I still do. Sean says, does that include capping? That include anything. Yo Underwood wants to know who is my friend. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Daryl says, I don't start nothing either, but it seems like I bring the worst out of people, especially when I call them out on stuff. All right. Let me see. Phyllis says, I agree, man. Sometimes kindness does work. You have to give them the business by any means necessary, and to live to see another day for self, and hopefully they will too. My opinion. All right. Are you gonna tell us who your ex was that Lincoln saw? No, but that was a little uncomfortable, actually. That woman is happily married, moved on with her life. I am happily married, moved on with my life. Why would I, you know what I'm saying? Why would I be, oh, that's so-and-so and she's so-and-so and this and this? No. We not beefing. We not still in touch. Again, because, we were together for a couple years. We know a lot of the same people. And, I hear updates about her. I'm sure she might hear an update or two about me. And, when I was told she was elected, because she's an elected official now. So when I was told she was running for election, I said, well, I hope she wins. And when I was told she won, I was like, good for her. I got no beef with nobody. And your ex is... That's just weird stuff to do. Edward says, you and Lincoln pick on each other. I'm not talking about Lincoln. I don't have a problem with Lincoln. Except for, the fact that Lincoln does do a lot of stuff that y'all don't see, behind the scenes. Some of it is fun, good-natured, kind of ribbing. Some of it is a little more harsh. And people don't always know that. So, when he do a little something that seemed good-natured, when it's really off the back of something that wasn't good-natured, and y'all don't necessarily understand it, and then I had to come at him a little more harsh than I normally would. Y'all don't understand it, and that's fine. But I'm not worried about Lincoln. Not at all. Is she on city council? She's not on Cincinnati City Council. Let me see. Y'all both be throwing shade, so don't cry. I don't know what you're talking about. I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. But Yo Underwood, really, that was a legit question I was asking. You asked me what my problem is with her, and I'm asking what makes you think I have a problem with her. And you said the way I'm coming off. How am I coming off? How am I coming across by saying that's good? Unless, did I say something different? Like, did I black out for a minute and I said something harsh? I remember saying, I remember saying it was good. I remember saying it's bringing resources to people, and that's always good. And I remember saying it's not the best thing ever, like somebody claimed it to be, but it was good. And I really want to know, how is that bad? Kenneth says, you and Lincoln cap on each other, E-Man. That's true. Again, I wasn't talking about Lincoln. But again, as with most things, and I honestly, I can't believe that I'm having to explain this to adults, or at least to one or two adults. Like with most things, there are a lot of times parts of the story that you don't know, right? So let's say me and you capping, Kenneth. And we just, openly having fun. You this and you that and you this and you that. Now, let's say at some point in our history, you did something that was really foul, like really legitimately foul. And I've tried to move past it. And so in our friendly capping, you bring that thing up. And you say it like it's a friendly thing, but you know it's not. To somebody outside who don't know that whole story, and I'm not saying this was the deal with Lincoln. That's not what I'm talking about. Because right now, me and Lincoln are not beefing. But y'all really don't understand that sometimes, and I really believe some of y'all are like so dense that y'all don't understand it. Sometimes there are underlying things that happen that you just can't bring up in a lighthearted way, because it's not a lighthearted thing. That's all I'm saying about that. Somebody says the fact Lincoln mentioned EX being at the remote. That's actually not what we're talking about. I'm not talking about. I didn't have a problem. I just said I thought it was a little uncomfortable. Because I was thinking, my thought was, I hope her husband ain't listening, because, people get jealous about ridiculous things. And so for all, if her husband is a jealous type and he listening, and then he talking about, oh, your ex is on here, say hi to him or whatever, that could create issues with. I didn't have no issues. I didn't care. But it was a little uncomfortable. I never, what I'm saying, we've been apart for years. I never met her husband. We don't talk or anything like that. So it was just a little weird. But I wasn't mad about it. I don't have no problem with it. None at all. None. But anyway, what I was talking, I don't even remember how I got there. I was talking about the fact that the bus is a good thing and it is bringing resources to people. I thoroughly understood her father, Stephen Reese, being proud of her. He oversold it a little bit too, but I understood that's her daddy. He proud of her. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's not the best thing ever. It's not the best thing ever. I don't think that was her, unless she's totally changed her appearance and everything. Like she had to undergo some amazing plastic surgery to look like a whole nother person. I don't think that was her. I don't think that was her. Lincoln, I don't know if that's what he was doing. He was just having fun. He was just having fun. I don't have a problem with him doing whatever. It was just a little uncomfortable at one point. Like saying, I see your ex here was not an issue. Saying, oh, Emanuel here, you want to say something to him? That was a little uncomfortable. That was a little uncomfortable. But again, I still didn't have a problem with it. I don't care. I don't care. What else? Because I was talking about something. The five officers. Hold on. The Tyree Nichols death spurs internal investigation and review of specialized units. And that's because they said that they believe that these officers, I'm sure they know, but the attorney Crump says that he believes that these officers were part of a special unit because they showed up in unmarked vehicles. And so now they are reviewing specialized units in Memphis. They're reviewing specialized units. Memphis Police Chief Saralyn Davis said more officers are under investigation after the death of 29-year-old Tyree Nichols as she conducts a complete and independent review of all departments' specialized units. I don't know how she is conducting. How is the police chief conducting an independent review? You're a police officer. Do police not understand this? You're a police officer. You, as a police officer, can't conduct an independent review of anything police. You can't. You're a police. Davis, speaking in a YouTube video released late Wednesday night, did not say how many other officers are facing scrutiny, nor did she reveal the nature of the policy violations. The announcement about a broader internal investigation and review of specialized units were the first public remarks about Nichols and the state of the federal and federal investigations since the traffic stop turned violent January 7th. Nichols died 3 days later at a local hospital. Davis said, as you know, 5 Memphis police officers were terminated last week. These officers were found to be directly responsible for the physical abuse of Mr. Nichols. Concurrent with that investigation, other MPD officers are still under investigation for department policy violations. Some infractions are less egregious than others. Officers, what are you doing? Okay, I heard something knocking. That was you tapping the phone. Okay. Officers Thaddeus Bean. Hold on, let me put this up on the screen. And let's see if we got this thing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I have to take you down. Got to bring you over. Not you. Stop it. You. Yeah, got to bring you over. Got to go here. Got to do that. Got to go here. And do that. Officers Thaddeus Bean, Demetrius Haley, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills Jr., and Justin Smith were all fired the evening of January 20th. Some of the officers involved have been identified as belonging to an MPD unit called Scorpion, which stands for Street Crimes Operations to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods. Yeah, that's how they restore peace. That's how they restore peace. They beat your ass to death. That's restoring peace in the neighborhood. The unit launched in November 2021 and focuses on preventing auto theft and gang-related violence, and was structured to have some coordination with the multi-agency gang unit. Hold on, let's see if we can, because I see this thing down here going. Let's see if we can do this.
A de-escalation. I think we're going to continue to see these cases happen.
Hold on.
And I'm predicting once this body cam is released, 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, it's going to devastate our country. And we are going to be talking a lot about it for days to come. Steve, Shauna, Bob, thank you all so much.
All right. It's not playing what I want it to play. Let's mute that. Let's go here.
GMA 3, Justice Department.
Hold on, I got too much stuff playing audio. What else is playing audio here? I don't see it, but I got a whole lot of tabs open. I was gonna try to watch her live, her statement. But yeah. And of course, as you could hear, hopefully you could hear, now of course, the white community, they are concerned that the release of this body cam footage might result in some violence. The release of this body cam footage might result in some violence. But nobody's concerned about the actual violence that happened. Hold on. Did E-Man block Ross Freeman? No, Ross Freeman, he's posting comments, and it's there for you to see. It's there for you to see. I haven't had to block him. So, yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine. But no one is concerned about the violence that happened here. They're concerned whether or not, and understand from my perspective, I am getting your comments, Joe. I am getting your comments. From my perspective, hold on, let me do this, because I know this can be confusing to people. So I'm gonna do this. Let's do that. Let's go here. Let's do that. Y'all will see the all of the comments will be there. But from my perspective, here is what people, the white community, here's what they're saying. First, they ignore that this violence happens and that it's not something that's rare. They ignore that. And then, this is what I'm hearing. Are you sure that we should actually see the violence that people are perpetrating against this community? Because if we show them the violence that we're perpetrating against them, they're not going to be happy. If we show them, I mean, it's kind of like, the people that don't want history taught. Like, if we talk about slavery, that's going to make us look bad. If we talk about Jim Crow, that's going to make us look bad. If we talk about discrimination, if we talk about racism, that's going to make us look bad. So the best thing to do is to not even talk, just ignore that. Act like it never happened. And if we act like none of that stuff ever happened, then everybody will be okay. That's kind of what I'm getting from all of the oh, there might be violence if we release this video. Oh, they're going to release the video. Now we're really concerned that there's going to be violence. Instead of being concerned with that, y'all, instead of being concerned after the fact, where was the concern before? Where are the people to not bash people like me when I talk about the issue with police violence against citizens? To say, really, how can we fix it? Not how can we shut you up, but how can we fix it? And we all know what the fix is. We all know what the fix is, but nobody wants to do what the fix is. The fix is charge these people with crimes, find them guilty, sentence them to significant jail time. Anytime an officer violates someone's rights, even a small rights violation. And then if officers realize, you know what? If we can get in trouble for violating people's rights, then maybe they'll stop doing it. If people stop covering for them, then maybe they'll stop doing it. It's not that hard of a problem to fix. Let's see. Has Al Sharpton given any commentary on this matter? I don't know. Why can't I follow live on Facebook? Does Emanuel have another page? Yes, there is another page. You can go to The Afternoon Experiment on Facebook, or you can go to The Afternoon Experiment on YouTube, or you can go to The Afternoon Experiment on Twitter. There is another page. Fame says, E-Man and all, Afternoon Experiment, not experience. Listeners, if I die in police custody, please know I did not commit suicide, nor do I want you to pray and forgive. Please feel free to tear this MF up in my honor. I kind of said the same thing yesterday. If my family, but that is very important. I have no suicidal tendencies. I don't want to end my life. If I go to jail, I'm not hanging myself or anything like that. None of that stuff is, if they tell you I don't do drugs. So if I turn up dead of some drug overdose, I didn't do it. Somebody killed me. KILT, killed me. The brakes on my car is just fine. If I'm driving, if my brakes go out, just crazy. Nope. My brakes is just fine. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff. I got a CO2 detector. So, they just died peacefully in their sleep. No, somebody tampered with some stuff. No, none of that. Let's see. Black Russian says, get rid of qualified immunity. Yes, that as well. I mean, for real, we all know the answers to all of this stuff. We know the answers. Make police carry their own insurance. Yeah, make them carry their own insurance. So if Officer Jenkins kill Todd, when Todd's family sue, they can sue Officer Jenkins. And Officer Jenkins' insurance got to pay for it. And Officer Jenkins, if you can't get insurance, you can't be a cop. Because trust me, you get one or two, $1 million settlements against you, you're not going to be insurable. Hell, you get too many claims, you might not be insurable. Simple stuff like that. Simple stuff. Fame talking about he didn't hear the show yesterday. He ain't got time to listen to me every day. Yes, you do. Stop it. You need to make time. Make time. Let me see. Mr. Livingston, a lot of people overdose that never tried drugs before, and you know this. Stop trying to make excuses for them, CK. I'm not trying drugs. I'm not overdosing on nothing. If y'all find me overdosed, they set me up. I don't do drugs. I don't try drugs. Can't believe you trying to make excuses. I don't know if you locked up and they deny you getting a big cookie from the commissary, you might just hang yourself. That's not funny. That's not funny. I'm not suicidal in any way, shape, or form. In any way, shape, or form. Oh, that's right. I need to do the thing so if somebody call, I can see it. Hold on. Because I need to be able to see it if somebody call. Let's move you out the way. Move you. We'll put you right there. So if somebody calls, I can see it. But don't try to make excuses. Don't try to make excuses. And I really do think it's enough black people out there that kind of just believe in the goodness of law enforcement, and in particular, the goodness of black law enforcement officials. They believe that their hearts are in the right place and all that kind of stuff. And I think you take that on a case-by-case basis. On a case-by-case basis. Because again, you got to remember, they go through a brainwashing period. And my terminology on this might not be the best, but I think if you are a weak-minded person and are susceptible to that stuff, it's quite possible that you come out worse than a lot of people would imagine. It's quite possible that that ends up being the case. Angela, she's still asking about has Sharpton spoken out on this. Again, I'll be honest, I don't know. I haven't heard him, but I don't really get much chance to listen to his show either. But I haven't seen where he made comments speaking out regarding this. I hadn't seen that. Hold on, let's see. That was from yesterday. I got to do a quick refresh on there. All right. 513-717-5464. That's the number to get on board. 513-717-5464. We are sending an entire battalion of tanks to the Ukraine. An entire battalion of tanks to the Ukraine. What's the cost on that? What's the cost on that? I'll be honest, I hadn't looked for. If And I'm not even against supporting the Ukraine. But some of this money that we spending to support the Ukraine could have gone a long way to helping situations here. And I'll be honest, I don't think about it much, but it's true. It could go a long way to supporting things here. Probably you take a tenth of the money that they've sent, including, equipment, the money and equipment that they've sent to the Ukraine in the past year. And they could have done a whole lot of good for a lot of poor and underprivileged people here, homelessness here. We're talking in the billions, probably tens of billions. Taxpayers, unfortunately, pay the cost as usual. I mean, I look at this stuff and I understand. I get kind of the mindset behind it. We have to support this nation. They're under attack from that nation, which is our enemy. But they don't want those guys to get an upper hand there. At least that's the story as we understand it. And look, I believe some weird stuff. All right? Let me say this. I believe some weird stuff. I don't believe all of the stories that we are told in the media. Okay? I just don't. I don't know what the deal is with Russia and the Ukraine. I don't know. Because I don't trust governments. I don't trust governments to act right. And I don't trust the media to give us a full story on virtually anything. So I don't know what the deal is, but I do know if we just got that kind of money to spare, it seems reasonable that we could use some of that money to help Americans who need help. I don't know. I feel that way. I don't know what y'all over there talking about. Walter says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Walter. 513-717-5464. 513-717-5464. There was something else that I wanted to discuss. I can't remember what it was. The budget wars, always open for increase. I don't know what that other word is. Orum? I don't know what that means. I'm just assuming that you mistyped something. Ross Freeman says, if I ever agree with Emanuel Livingston, I'm going to fight myself. That'll be interesting to see. 513-717-5464. That is the number to get on board. I'll be honest, I don't really have much else to discuss today. So I heard the story about the officers being fired, and I heard a lot of the fear mongering going on around that. I heard a lot of the fear mongering going on around that. Like, oh my goodness, does that mean the black people are going to tear up now? And it bothered me. It bothered me. CK?
Yes, sir. It bothered me too, man. What we gonna tell this time?
Well, I'm not sure that they will tear up. They fired the officers, and they are charging them with murder. And I think when people are out there protesting, they're not just protesting for fun. Well, some people take advantage of it. But people ain't just protesting for fun. People are out there protesting because they want to see justice for whatever just happened. And because there's another component to that. They want to see change. They want, if I'm throwing a brick through a window, I'm not throwing a brick through a window just because I want to smash a window. I want that business owner and other business owners to, in some way, shape, or form, experience pain, to experience hardship. And I'm hoping that if they see this, because they don't really care about it, but I'm hoping that what they saying is, look, they going to keep tearing up our stuff if y'all don't fix it. So they going to come out and they going to say, fix it. Now, that's not the way it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But people ain't out there just protesting for fun. They ain't just like, let's go tear something up. They want justice and they want to see change.
Justice for all. For all. You know what I mean? Is this black on black violence we talking about with the arrest?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Was this black on black violence they got arrested for?
This was police on unarmed citizen violence.
What color was the police? That's important.
Well, I don't think it is, but they were black. You leaving?
Oh my God. How you gonna be?
Oh, hold on a second, CK. All right, have a good rest of your day. You got don't forget your book bag is hanging up on the coat rack. All right, sorry about that, CK. That was some important stuff.
You see that picture? You gonna have to frame that one. That was a good one there, wasn't it? That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good picture there, yeah, like you said. Ain't no bricks going through no windows. Ain't nothing. As a black police officer, you could never murder on the job. You know what I mean? You just go there, you do your job, get on out of there, get your paycheck. You don't go to work and murder another American, fellow American, African American. You see what I'm saying? You go to work, you go up there, do your job, and go home. Why you want to go to work and catch a murder charge?
I would
now
argue,
you ain't got your job no more.
See, I would argue that what happens is, and it's not just black police. I think it's more tragic when it's black police, but it's not just black police. They get brainwashed. And so they have a certain mindset. And then, people are people. Black people, white people. If you give some people authority over other people, they allow that to go to their head and they take advantage of that authority. And so I think it's a mixture of a lot of things, but I don't think necessarily that the race, so I wouldn't say, well, this was black on black crime. This was just a group of police officers beating a young black unarmed man to death. Or at least I haven't heard where he was armed, like they found a gun on him or something like that.
This is where you use your black privilege. Black privilege. You know what I mean? You're a black cop. That's a black victim. You don't victimize him. You know what I mean? You look at him like, oh, this could be my brother. This could be my father. You know what I mean? You don't.
They
or
don't
your
do
son.
that.
You want to murder your son?
Some of them do that. There are black police officers out there who do that. But I think we have to, those people who are in denial, y'all got to accept that there's a lot of black police officers who once they put on that uniform, and they could be the coolest dude you ever met, outside of that uniform, but once they put on that uniform, they change into something new, which is why I say I only know I know for sure 3 black officers. I know them personally, but I'm not even talking about how I deal with them personally. I'm talking about things that I've seen and how they interact with people in stressful situations out there on the street in uniform. And I know 3 of them. And I don't know all the officers. I haven't seen all the black officers conduct themselves. But when they put on those uniforms, that mindset, that brainwashing take over, that ego takes over. And they just do things.
Because, women love a man in uniform. So you see other black men as threats, so you want to eliminate them. You know what I mean? So that's what that be about when they try to kill, trying to kill their own people. Because, the main reason we get attacked is because, they see us as threats. You know what I mean? Fear of the black man. So they get on that mentality where, let me kill his ass so it's more women for me. You know what I mean? That's because, women are attracted to men in uniform.
CK, that just sounds crazy. That sounds
you
like
remember how they did
the ramblings of a crazy person.
Tamir Rice.
They didn't kill
Tamir Rice. He got killed.
Hold on. Hold on, stop. No one killed Tamir Rice because they was thinking that's more women for me.
They knew it. He was gonna grow up.
Oh my goodness.
He was a potential threat.
That's nonsense.
Remember, he got killed he was just playing at the park and they shot him in his chest.
That's not
like he was.
That part of what you're saying is nonsense.
You don't think he got murdered because of who he was?
I don't think he got murdered because the cop who killed him was thinking one day he gonna grow up and that's one less woman for me.
Yeah,
no.
One less N-word on the street that I'm threatened of. The only reason you are attacked is because they look at you like you better or you superior to them. That's why they want to end your life. Because of our redemption skill. They like, damn, they came all this far from slavery. So if we kill his ass at 12, we good. Remember how they did Rodney King? They beat him like he stole something. And he ain't steal nothing. You remember that?
I remember that.
1991.
Okay, I remember that. So let's totally abandon the more women for me nonsense, okay? Because that was nonsense. But
you don't think that's why? You don't think women are attracted to men in a uniform?
I'm sure there are some women who are attracted to men in a uniform, but I'm telling you that people are not. Law enforcement officials are not killing unarmed black men so that they can have more women.
Where did you get that from?
Just common sense.
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. You got to use common sense to know why you are being targeted. The Honorable Malcolm X taught us this back in '64. They want you dead, and they want our women. You know what I mean? So now that has seeped over to our side. You say black people killing black folks now because they want our women.
No, I didn't say that.
On the police force.
No, I did not say that.
So why did they join it? So you said they joined the police office, the police department just to kill black men? Guys that got arrested?
No, I don't believe that either. I really believe that it's quite possible that a lot of officers who eventually turn into bad officers, and they probably don't even know that they're bad officers. And I know that's crazy to say, but they don't even know that they're bad officers. They join the force for a number of reasons. A lot of people join it because it's a job that pays well. All right? Policing pays well. And I'm a young person. I'm out here. I need a job. I don't mind being a police officer. You know, I might know some police officers. I get recruited. It's a job. Another reason, I believe people are actually like, you know what? I want to help the community. They've bought into the propaganda that, hey, you're a police officer, you're a hero, and, you know, I want to be a hero. I want to get out there. I want to stop crime. I want to help the community. And they do it for righteous reasons. I honestly believe that. Then they get in there, they get brainwashed, they get out there on the street, and they're taught violating people's rights. They're taught punching people in the face. They're taught, you know, all of those type of things, all of those things that we look at and say, that's horrible. That's horrible. They're taught that that's the right way to do it. So if you tell them you're a bad officer, they got a whole lot of reasons why they're not. They can't even see that they've turned from that hero to the bad guy.
But you got to remember when Timothy Thomas was murdered, Officer Roach received Officer of the Year. So that's promoting the murder of black men, right? He was rewarded for his killing.
Okay.
So that showed you the community was happy that he eliminated one less N-word.
Well, I don't know that hold on. I don't know that the community, I've never gotten a ballot for who's the Officer of the Year. That's not a community award.
Mm-hmm. So why do you think they gave him Officer of the Year? Do you think he would have received Officer of the Year if he didn't kill Timothy Thomas?
First, I don't know that he got Officer of the Year. I'll take your word for it. I don't remember
that. He got
it
twice. No, he got it twice. Two-time winner.
CK, calm down. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying I can't recollect it to verify that what you're saying is true. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying I don't remember. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But if he did, who did he get Officer of the Year from?
From his comrades.
Exactly. So that's not the community.
Yeah, it is.
Those are other law enforcement officials saying, good job, buddy.
There it is. There it is. That's the point I'm making right there. If you go out there and murder a black man, you will be rewarded by your comrades. Good job, buddy. Two-time winner. Now, he might not have received that if he would not receive Officer of the Year if he never murdered Tim Thomas. I wanted to get your opinion on that. Do you think he could have received Officer of the Year if that never happened?
Well, he probably, if he got Officer of the Year, he probably did it. And a lot of times, police will do that stuff. Police will, it's their way of pushing back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It would be like, look, Nike took the deal from Kyrie Irving. Whereas I wouldn't have said nothing about Kyrie Irving, but now Kyrie Irving, my pushback is now he's my basketball player of the year. Whereas had that not happened, then maybe I would have used some other criteria. So if they feel like, hey, look, he's under fire, and in order to stand up and show our support, because for a lot of law enforcement, they have an us against them mentality. It's not like we're all Americans and we're all Cincinnatians and we're all whatever. It's they are against us and we have to stand together against them. That's not the way it should be, but that's the way it is. So, no, had he not been under fire, there's a really good chance that he would not have been Officer of the Year.
And man, you explained that perfect, because to back up what I said, you remember Jeffrey Dahmer, the human eater?
I'm familiar with the story of Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm very curious as to how we're gonna tie this in, though.
Excellent. Remember, they returned the little teenage boy to Jeffrey Dahmer to be murdered. They also received Officer of the Year. Both of them. They was proud that they turned in a teenage boy to get eaten alive. So this is proof that you are rewarded for your killings on the police force. This was Milwaukee. And then Cincinnati, that ain't too far.
Okay.
You see what I mean? But this showing you by him those two won Officer of the Year also. You are getting rewarded. So other officers see, oh, so all I got to do is kill me, a minority, and I could get promoted.
All right.
You see what I mean? This is the problem. You just gotta let it let it be known what's going out. So if you want to get into the police force, you know how to get promotions. Take us out.
All right.
You know what I mean? But maybe that's just for white officers, because you said these guys got arrested.
Yeah, they about to get charged with second-degree murder.
How hard do you think time is for a police officer in prison for murder?
I don't know, but I have a hard time because look, you at least from my perspective, and I'm gonna sound like I'm rambling for a second, but just follow me. Okay, if these were white officers, would they be charged with second-degree murder, or would they rally around them to say they did nothing wrong? There's a really good chance that if these are white officers, they rally around them to say that they did nothing wrong. But the wrong that they did was kill an unarmed black man. So while there's a good chance that the reason that they're suffering the repercussions that they're suffering is because they're black, I can't feel bad for them or go to bat for them, because the thing that they did was help perpetuate a system that's now turning itself against them. So a part of me want to be like, hold on, why they doing this to the black man? They wouldn't do a white man like that. A part of me want to say that and point that out and just acknowledge the truth of that. And I really do believe that is the truth. That is, they would rally around them. And I want to say it's racism and it's unacceptable because they should all be treated the same. But at the same time, these guys don't think that way, because they didn't have a problem beating the crap out of an unarmed black man. So it
He
bothers
had the
me.
handcuffs on too?
I haven't seen the video, but I do believe that they said, that he, at some point he was handcuffed and he was still beaten.
Yeah, I would take the ass whooping over going to prison any day. You know what I mean? That ass whooping, that can heal, but man, you get them years in prison, Lord. I mean, which one you would rather take, an ass whooping or go do that time?
I'm a little confused. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want either.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want either.
Okay, you get arrested, you get pulled over. They found all the dope in your trunk, and then they be like, well, I can get your ass whooping and take the dope, or I can take you down. Which one you gonna pull? Which one you gonna pick?
Well, I don't know, because I've never had a whole bunch of dope in my trunk to actually have to come to, the point where I had to make that decision.
You don't have to have it in there. They could plant it, though.
I don't.
They do plant evidence sometimes. Look at O.J. Simpson.
I don't want either. I don't want to be beaten, and I don't want to go to prison. So would you rather be like this young man, Tyree Nichols, and beaten to death, or go to prison?
Oh, damn. How much time we talking?
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Hey, I ain't trying to do no 10 ball.
Oh,
don't give me no 10 ball, man. Hey, you talking about 10, you might as well just put the gun in my mouth and pull the trigger. Tell my people I love them. I couldn't make it. I ran into the wrong cop, but maybe a 5 ball. I could do a 5 ball, but man, you talking about 10? Hell no, man.
Oh my God.
I'll take that ass whooping. Well, but you're right, though, because, man, you get hit right, you hit your head on that concrete, you out of here, man. So, death is so final, but prison, man.
What we'd rather do is have police be honorable. And if a person has done something where they are going to be arrested for it, if there's reasonable, articulable suspicion, and then there's probable cause, arrest that person as peacefully as possible. You only are supposed to use the amount of violence, if any. You are only supposed to use the amount of violence necessary to effect the arrest. That's it.
But what you're saying is preposterous, because how do you demand honorable from institution that's evil and locking up your people. So if you join in this organization, you know what you're joining for. You join it to incarcerate and murder people.
I don't think
You're
a lot
not
of people.
joining-
I really don't believe that a lot of people join for that reason. But I think once they get in there, they find that, you know how we always say 99% officers are good and it's that 1% that are bad. They find out, 99% of these dudes are bad, and I'm the 1% that's good. And then they have to have one of those ultimatums, like, do I have my integrity and keep my integrity, or do I go along to get along?
Yep. $4.5 billion. That's how much money we've got given to Ukraine. $4.5 billion. Then you add on the tanks. So you're saying we should have used some of that money here?
Yes.
For education.
Yeah, for all kind of stuff. Yes.
Oh no, you said homeless. You said you want to help the homeless community.
No doubt.
Get them off the streets. I mean, but you could get honor from being homeless too. That's some stuff you go through, and when you make it out of it, you appreciate a roof over your head. You know what I mean? Because it's cold out there. You been homeless before?
I've never been homeless.
I was homeless, a homeless teenager riding the subways. You hear me? It ain't easy.
All right.
But that's things we go through, man. But just remember that $4.5 billion, man. You can get honor out here, honor and integrity, but don't join no gang that's dedicated to ruining people's lives and think you're gonna be honorable.
All right.
That's opposite. You know what I mean?
All right.
Remember that. Hey, much
See-
love to the family, man. Keep it going.
Thank you, CK. I appreciate your call. Okay. So that's that. 513-717-5464. 513-717-5464. I'm not gonna lie. I believe CK makes up some of those stories. I think some of the stuff he make up. For example, where is it a Church's Chicken around here? I know that's a small little detail. Small little detail, but he said he work at Church's Chicken in Cincinnati. Ain't no Church's Chicken in Cincinnati, is it? Maybe it is. I haven't seen one. So I think he make up some of the stuff, but it is what it is. 513-717-5464. All right, let me remind y'all, if you're just tuning in, you can go to the Afternoon Experiment on YouTube. Not Emanuel Livingston, because there's also an Emanuel Livingston page on YouTube. So if you type in the YouTube, the Afternoon Experiment, the first one that's going to come up is my page. You'll see at the bottom it says Emanuel Livingston. That's not the Afternoon Experiments page. That's my page. The bottom should say the Afternoon Experiment with Emanuel Livingston. And of course, on Facebook, there is now a page titled The Afternoon Experiment. Okay? We're going to slowly transition to that page. And then that way everybody can be on the same page. Metaphorically speaking. Let's see. Anything else? Sierra says, make a post with all the links. I'll do that. I will make a post with all of the links. Just so that people can decide what page they want to go to. I'll make a post with all the, because I know sometimes it'd be hard to find stuff. Like yesterday, I was searching for it. It was like the Afternoon Experiment, and my page kept coming up. And I'm like, I know that's not the page I'm looking for. And then I searched it again, and it came up, and I was like, all right. And then I subscribed. So I think I am the only person subscribed to my page. or to the afternoon experiments page. Let me see. Your channel. I have, 6 subscribers now. 6 subscribers. Wyatt posted no show today. You don't have to sign off at 5. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Unless y'all got something y'all want to talk about. I don't have anything else to talk about. So 513-717-5464. But I'm about to hang up in a minute. I'm about to sign off in a minute. Unless I can find a good First Amendment audit. The First Amendment audit that I was actually looking for that we were going to share. We were going to go through today. Did I talk about Ed Reed? I didn't talk about Ed Reed. I don't know a whole lot about Ed Reed. Look, I'm not, and based on some of the stuff that I read, I understand Ed Reed's frustration. Ed Reed was, what was it, Bethune-Cookman? Was it Bethune-Cookman? He was going to be the head football coach over there. And he started complaining because they ain't got no money. The office wasn't clean. Well, it's not because they ain't got no money, man. Because you don't have to have a whole lot of money to clean the office. You don't have to have a whole lot of money to. I get that. But you also don't have to put all of that stuff out in the public. You don't have to put all of that stuff out there in the public either. And if I'm Bethune-Cookman, look, all right, you embarrass me. This deal ain't done. That's all right. Because we probably going to make a mistake or two down the line. And you showing me how you going to respond down the line. So, I'll pass. When is the next King and I broadcast? I don't know. Look, Wyatt he's a very busy man. I end up being a very busy man sometimes. And so, like last week, I think he was on a plane and he was like just landing, so he wouldn't have had time to do it. The week before that, I was in jail. The week before that, I think, was Martin Luther King Day, or Martin Luther King Day was one of them days. And then I think I was in jail one week. So it's been a minute. Our schedules had to come together to make it work. But as soon as our schedules come together, we will make it work. Will you have guests? I'm working on it. That's all I can tell you. I can't promise you that people will agree to come on this show. I can't make that promise. I can tell you that I'm working on it. I can tell you that I'm reaching out to people and, asking people if they will come on and talk. That's all I can tell you. And maybe what I'll do is y'all can help me. I don't actually think it'll help, but what I'll do is I'll start naming names. I'll start letting y'all know. I put out a call for so-and-so. I reached out to their office. They said they'll get back to me, and then they said no. So I'll start doing that. It's the same issue that I had when I was on the radio station, which they wouldn't come on my show when I was on the radio station. So there's even less chance of them coming on when I don't have the power of the buzz behind me. But I will try, and I'll name names. How about that? Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Search. All right. So let's do this. Hold on. Let me click on this here. Hold on a second. We're going to go there. We're going to pause that. We're going to minimize that. I'm trying to pull this thing up, but I think, see, I'm still hearing commercials and stuff. So I got to find whatever it is that's putting out audio. And I got to close it. So let's close this. What about here? Pause that. I think I still see audio. Close you. I am still seeing audio. I got so much stuff open. Yeah, I might not be able to make this happen. Let me just close this. There you go. That's where that audio was coming from. No, I still got audio. I don't need you open. 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 Sounds like I said Jew, but I didn't. I don't know. Let me answer the phone. Twin.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How you doing, sir?
I'm blessed, man. Highly favored. I can't complain. Still
All
in the
right.
land of the living.
All right.
What you up there looking like a thug for, man? Like you about to rob a PNC bank or
I
something?
got on a hat. How is that looking like a thug? I got on a skull cap.
Hey, you know that I had to get out on. You know they got out on Lincoln wearing their little mustard ass seed sweater yesterday. Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. All BS aside, man. I went to that 513 today, right?
Uh-huh.
If they go advertise something, man, they better advertise it right. When Lisa Reed was giving the information out, yeah, we doing this 513 relief bus and everything out and everything. I took somebody up there, man, you know, get some food, pay their rent, get their rent paid, light bill. But you got the people in the little blue shirts or whatever. I guess they the Department of Jobs and Family Service will help out and everything. But if you go broadcast stuff, broadcast it right. Man, I went up there. They said, we go give, if y'all come here and everything, we already got y'all application on file and everything. We got 2,000 people who filed after 11/24, whatever that is. I guess that's when they started back up last year, 11/24. But people was got out their bed, gassed their car up and everything, and thought everything was right. Then they tell me you got to have a number and all that. That's not right, man. If you go broadcast something, man, broadcast it right. Don't sugarcoat nothing, man, because people, like, depending on that stuff, and they was, like, disappointed. I seen the face expression and everything, and I don't feel like that's right, man. And they all in the church and everything. Y'all go lie. Don't lie on God's house. Lie in the parking lot somewhere. And that's not right, man. If y'all go broadcast stuff, and Bishop Reese probably ain't get the whole info about it, whatever. She was just giving out what they doing and everything else. But still, people was like, you know, they ain't getting the whole scoop or whatever. They was like, hey, we here, you know, to help out people who don't understand and everything will happen with the application and all that. I understand all that. But why would you have people come up here and they know, and they waiting in line. There's a long 300-400 people in line, and they waiting like, oh, I'm gonna get my rent paid and everything. I'm gonna wait in line and everything. Just like when what is it, CCA, community access? Hey, you wait in line to get your rent, your bill paid, your light bill paid. You wait in line so long, and that's how it was and everything. But you ain't got a sugarcoat now, man. Why y'all just didn't tell people up front? Hey, if you just filed and stuff, it's gonna be a waiting list. It's gonna be wait, we gonna get to you type. But don't get people hopes up high. They waiting in line thinking everything okay. Then they get up there. This the results we get, and I feel like that ain't right, man. You feel me?
Well, I hear you. I think I understand what you're saying.
You hear me?
I think I understand what you're saying, but I understand. Hold on, let me get it out. I understand the fact that, look, when you put out a call for somebody, if you need help, come and get help, you don't know how many people are going to show up. All right. And you can get overwhelmed. And I don't know that it's fair to be upset and feel like I don't know that you were deceived. I think just probably more people showed up than they expected. They got overwhelmed and they had to, to some degree, turn some people away and say, come back later because we don't have the resources here right now to accommodate the number of people that showed up.
But if you selling the wolf tickets and everything else, I'm gonna show up, man. My point is this. Y'all got this 15 million grant, whatever the government gave y'all. Y'all got all these people running around here and everything, man. And the people got out their bed, stayed in line. Y'all opened up at 10. They probably was in that line about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, waiting for y'all to open up, man. That's not right. If y'all go help people, help them out, straight out the door. Don't say, oh, we got y'all on file and all. Man, no. Then they hear, we got number. What number you is? Take a number and all that. No, man, this ain't Kroger. Stay in line, wait for your number to call to get your meat package.
But twin, it kind of is. I mean, they only have a finite number of people that can be there and show up and assist people. And so if you get overwhelmed in terms of numbers, what else can you do?
This is my point, man. You're not even feeling me, man. You ain't understanding the concept of the
tell me again.
I'm about to break it down to your dumb terms. Just listen, man. I went up there, brought somebody up there. We in line 20, 25 minutes.
All right.
We get a quarter inch of a line, 5 people away, and here come the lady with the blue shirt. Well, if you not we already got your name on file and stuff and everything. We're just taking people that need really assistance with their application and all that. Y'all just broadcast on station. If you need help with your rent and all that, come aboard to Corinthian Baptist Church. Right. And I feel that ain't right, man. If y'all go broadcast and stuff, broadcast it right. Just don't say. You should have just told me on the radio. You gotta have a number. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Don't sugarcoat nothing, and then people get disappointed. Only thing I saw, that B ain't nothing. That B ain't nothing. And then F, then they full of you know what and stuff, and that's not right, man. If y'all go broadcast it right, man. I'm for the people, man.
Hold on.
That's why I listen, Lincoln.
Let me explain. I understand what you're saying. All right, I comprehend it.
Yeah.
But I don't know that you're understanding what I'm saying.
I understand you overwhelmed and everything else. That's what your job is for. They don't do none of their jobs, family, sir. You call down there right now, man, you're using the system. You call down there, hey, I've been waiting for my food stamp for 2 weeks or my Social Security check or something like that. Hey, man, they gonna give you the runaround. You know why? Because them lazy little heifers up there working off at home and everything. And then, man, it's so bad, man. I was over a female house, and she called. She finally got on and stuff. Oh, girl in the background, y'all need to just shut up. Hold on, this is not professional. You're supposed to be at work and stuff. They taking advantage of that working at home type stuff, man. I'm like, man, who is that? She told me this job and family service. They work at home and stuff. They do remote calls and all that. I say, man, they ghetto as hell, you know, and that ain't right, man. and stuff, and the government, the mayor don't, and everybody else don't look at stuff like that, man. They try to take advantage of people and everything. I'm for the people, man. Y'all voted these little clowns, councilmen, and everybody else. They ain't right, man. This was the result y'all go get.
Okay, Twin.
Y'all go get for the getting.
Twin. So what are your other? If you need help, you need some services from the county. And they have created a situation where, you know, they'll be on site in different places. Okay, they were overwhelmed today. I don't think they intentionally misled people like, hey, come out here, we gonna help you. And they was like, but you know, huddle up. But we ain't gonna help none of these mugs. We just gonna have them sitting here. Like they got overwhelmed. So I guess your option is
don't be Captain Save a Hoe. Don't be Captain Save a Hoe. Stop it. Stop it, man. Hamilton County been playing black folks for the long and stuff. You sit up there and want the system. Let me tell you, Ohio is the #1 state to get assist. I don't care if you gotta be, your head gotta be bleeding to all the more kumbaya type stuff to get assistance or some type money to benefit you through Ohio. You really gotta have like no legs really. Busted out to get assistance from Ohio. This is the toughest state in America to get assist. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Don't try to sugarcoat nothing or try to be Captain Save a Hoe type stuff, man. This is ridiculous out here.
I'm just trying to tell you what.
Man, I know the system. I know how Hamilton County play it. Them councilmen ain't nothing. The mayor ain't nothing. He ain't even look over there. He over there at Corinthian Bible Church. It's cool, but you ain't look. When you took that trip over there at Corinthian, you should have did a U-turn in Williamsburg and said, let me check on the people, see how they doing type stuff. But no, y'all people out there want to vote. Get your little 4 years or so. Ha ha, I'll be back in the next 4 years and y'all vote. Man, it's killing me, man. It's killing. I'm for the people, man, and I'm tired of black folks being used and being all conservative up there in Cincinnati and everything. They don't listen and everything.
All right,
it's crazy.
Hold on. So your friend, the person who you brought to the 513 relief event,
I brought 3 people, man.
Okay,
I say, man, hey, they giving out assistance and stuff. That 513.
I didn't even get the question out. Can I get the question out?
Go ahead, hurry up, man.
Okay, hurry up. What are you going to do? What are they going to do? They still need assistance, correct?
Hey, rewind. Go back, to the drawing board and do what I got to do, man. I'll take them back down there whenever the 513 start back up. Some got to give Lincoln carry the little 946 number out and stuff, but they probably be jammed up with so many calls and stuff, but I leave it in God's hand, man. I was just being a helpful person, man. I got somebody out the bed. Hey, come with me, man. They giving out this food and everything. They got food. I loaded in my truck and stuff. Like, man, you been here 3 times. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's for the free. I'm just helping hand, man. That's all I do and everything, helping people out and stuff, man. And then this the results, man. If y'all got 15, 20, 30 million and stuff, man, get that out. Quit holding and stuff. That's why you put a black person in charge. They act like that's state money and stuff. Down there in Hamilton County, not Jefferson, that John Family Service. They ask for assistance and all that. You got 5 kids and everything, and they talking about you overqualified for food stamp, but you get somebody out here homeless on the street, get them $200-300 a month. Ain't punch a clock in a day in their life. I don't understand the system in Hamilton County, man. It's time for black folks to stand up, man. They're all giving the money to High Park and Indian Hills and everything, but y'all don't look for Avondale, Bond Hill, Winter, none of them places, man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna testify today.
May I make a suggestion? May I make a suggestion?
Go ahead, man.
I'll do it quickly. My suggestion is try again. For the 3 people you brought, they gotta try again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only that's the only option. If you need help and you didn't get it today, try again.
I'm going to do it, though, man. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to listen to you, listen to myself, because I'm going to say, one person say no, God always say yes. I don't believe in man. I believe in God, man, and everything, because it hurt my heart, though, man. All BS aside, but to get up there in line and close the line, and then they say that. No, man, I ain't trying to hear that.
I understand. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, but at the same time, you also have to understand that they got overwhelmed. Maybe they should have announced over the radio, since they were announcing basically a whole lot of people have shown up. We're overwhelmed. If you're not already here, don't come, or something like that. Maybe that should have happened and everything, but it didn't. I would just say next time, try to show up early and everything. And
ain't the point about showing up early, man. The point is that if y'all gonna advertise something, just like a commercial, come get your Brewers Honda and stuff, we get it. But you don't. They show it real fast, man. But you don't see that fine print at the end, dude. That's real small when the commercial go off.
I agree with you.
It's something to it. But look, y'all should have said that in the dough, man. If y'all ain't got this, y'all ain't got that, we can't do it. Y'all just wait on it, type stuff. But you can't. And people, and it's 200 people and stuff. 30 people behind me in the expression. I'm looking on their face. I'm like, man, it's a shame before God.
We're disappointed.
How they do people, man.
I'm not disagreeing with you. They were overwhelmed. Maybe next time they'll be prepared for those same types of numbers, if not more.
They've been through this predicament before. They've been through this issue. There ain't no overwhelm my ass. Get off there. Talking about overwhelming. No, they've been through his last time.
They were overwhelmed. They were overwhelmed.
They overwhelmed.
Clearly they were overwhelmed. Hold on. So, because the other option is you believe they just said come down just so they could watch people come down and send them away. Like that was their goal.
You see your boy Lincoln will advertise. We had 300 people today. We had 200-some people today. But you ain't never say how many out of them 300, how many they turned around. It's just they face expression, man. Then you got little babies right there. Come on, mommy, what we doing? They tell me we can't do this and we can't do this today.
I understand what you're saying.
On people's face, you don't understand because you ain't never been through it.
How you know what I've been through?
You been through something like that? You been through the free store bank?
Maybe.
Huh? You had food stamp before? You had Social Security before?
As a matter of fact, yes, I've had food stamps before.
You're lying. Because you're lying, you're stuttering.
What?
Keep going. Don't worry.
As a matter of fact, I have had food stamps before. Growing up, we had food stamps. And I've never had to get Social Security. No. I do know someone who had to get Social Security, if that helps. But that don't mean I don't just because I ain't been through it don't mean I don't understand the disappointment of being there, being almost to the line, almost to the person, and then them turning you away. I don't have to have had food stamps. I don't have to know somebody who needed Social Security or assistance to understand disappointment.
You're right, man. If you say so. You're the man of power. Talk of power. Or whatever.
I'm not the man of power.
You really don't understand. You really don't. If you ain't been through the flood or whatever, you wouldn't even understand. If you was up there at 10-something and everything, you would know what I was talking about.
I remember food stamps, bro.
Okay, you remember food. I'm saying if you was up there in that line, you saw the expression on people's face and who I was with, you will understand. Like, man, they bogus for this. Y'all advertise.
What do you want me to say, twin? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do?
Ain't you part of the man of the power too?
No.
Ain't you like? Oh no now. But you was on the buzz and stuff. You was man of power in Taco Town.
I'm the king of talk. I was never the man of power, and I'm not associated with the buzz anymore.
Yeah, after you gone and that thing ain't associated, man. Come on, E, man. I'm just saying, all BS aside, man. But real talk, man. It just hurt my heart from if they go advertise something and everything, advertise it right. That's why I'm on talking about, man.
Okay.
And everything. Be safe.
So say
right,
so next time a suggestion for them would be, hey, if you saying the 513 bus is gonna be at so and so Baptist church, the first 50 people get help. You saying something like that?
No, I ain't saying that. Everybody go get help.
No,
Ain't
they
no
not.
50
Clearly, they
people.
not. People got turned away.
Y'all they open the lines up at what, 10 o'clock?
I believe so.
Whatever. Well, they opened it up at 10 o'clock or whatever, and they had time to do whatever they had wanted to do.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
Huh?
I don't know what to say now. I understand your point. I understand the disappointment.
You talking about overwhelmed and all that. They been through this before. Hey, that's like me. If I'm at a restaurant, I'm an owner, all right, I got 3,000 chickens to go out and stuff. I got to be prepared to get ready for them 3,000 chickens to be cooked and everything. I can't short nobody on no chicken.
Of course you can. Because once you run out of chicken, people still lined up. All you can say is, sorry, y'all, I ain't got no more chicken. Come back tomorrow. We'll have chicken tomorrow.
I'm talking if I was catering or something. I ain't talking about like in a restaurant type.
But no matter what you're doing, once you run out, you're out.
Okay, once you run out and stuff, you got to have some type of backup. Like, I ain't got no more chicken. You want some chicken tenders or something?
Well, that would still be chicken. But I get what you're saying.
You don't get what I'm saying because you better play catch up and stuff.
Oh my goodness, I get what you're saying. You rejected my solution would be for them to assess their capacity to help people and then say, what, the first 50 people, first 100 people who show up, we can help you. After that, there's no guarantee that we can help you. But we know with the number of people that show up, with the number of people that we will have to help, we will be able to help at least the first 100 people. After that, we can't say with 100% certainty that we're going to be able to help you.
They talking about take a number and everything, et cetera, man.
Okay.
It was stupid, man. The way they had it unorganized to me.
Okay.
It was crazy. And I hate to see, because I'm for the people, man. I hate to see their expression on their face and turn down like that. They get up out their bed, wake up, take the kids to school, and some of them didn't and everything, and they get turned around like, and then you hear this. You should have been there, man. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If you was there, you'll know what I was talking about and everything. I put it on Lincoln little chat thing when he's on Facebook, but he probably didn't read it and stuff. But it is what it is, man. I'm still going to go out and help people out regardless of anything. God got to say so.
All right.
All right, man. I hate to testify, man. Be safe, man.
You do the same, sir.
All right, man.
All right. That was Twin. I understood what he was saying. He said, I didn't understand. I understood. I don't even know what to say. I understood. And I'm not even disagreeing with him. I don't disagree with him. It's frustrating. I've been there. Maybe not there. Wasn't that Corinthian waiting in line for the 513 bus. But I've been in a position where I needed help and basically was turned away. I understand that, the disappointment. But again, I don't know exactly what the solution is other than them assessing their capacity to get to a point where they can tell the people, the first however many people we know we can help, anything other than that, we'll see. But you know what'll happen when they do that? As soon as they open up, it'll be 600 people there. I was trying to be one of the first 100. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna have time to get into the First Amendment audit. I'm not gonna have time to get into the First Amendment audit. I gotta get out of here. I do understand. I do understand. I understand. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. You were denied because you probably made 5 cents over the poverty line. I've been turned away. I've been turned away before. And Angela, look, I get it. I really do. But I mean, they had, I guess, the capacity to do whatever it is that they had the capacity to do. And you need the help. You gotta, keep making them calls. And it shouldn't be that difficult. I agree. It shouldn't be that difficult to access resources that are supposed to be set aside to help you if you need them. I agree. But until such time as we create a better system, you got to do what you got to do. All them politicians showing up, that was for the benefit of, the Lincoln Ware show. It was on Lincoln's show. Lincoln was going to be there. And that was kind of a, pat on the back to Alicia Reese and to show their faces. That was what it was. I will say, I don't understand if you are a politician like a current Cincinnati City Council member, why would you not show up? Why would you not show up? Well, I offered that as a suggestion, Janice, and I was told, I forget what I was told. I don't know if I was saving a hold in or if I didn't understand then, or it was something when I offered that as a suggestion, which I agree might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. But I will tell you, if I were on city council or considering running for city council, I would have been there. I would have showed up, standing behind Lincoln, and been like, hey, Lincoln, I want to talk to the people. Oh, there's Emanuel Livingston. Come on up here, get this mic, and then go ahead and tell me what you got to say. I would have done that. Well, I'm running for council, and I want everybody to, if you need assistance, come on up here. Congratulations to Commissioner Reese. There are resources here, and that's the reason why we have those resources. And we need a Cincinnati 513 bus or something like that. And I'll be running for council, and that's what I'll be working on for my next term. Something. I would have had something to say. Something. As it stands, who on city council? Ooh, I don't know. I think, ain't there some dude named Reggie? You know what I'm saying? Mika, I think, are they on council? Nobody would have to be wondering. I'll be everywhere. I'll be everywhere. That's right. I would be right. I would definitely get my handshake in. No, I would still get the fist bump. I'm black. He shake a white man's hand. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm picking with Lincoln now. I'm just picking with Lincoln now. All right, y'all. I got to get ready to get out of here. Get ready to get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all's support. Don't forget, I'll put the links up at some point. I'll put the links up. MSNBC says police footage in Memphis will be released tomorrow night. All right. All right. I guess until no, I don't think anything gonna happen. I don't think nothing gonna jump off. The guys are being charged. I mean, there'll be some protests still, but they probably will be peaceful. Now, if they were you know how they do. Well, they won't release the names of the officers involved. So we don't know the names of the officers involved, but we know that the police and the union, they're sticking by the officers involved. We can't release their names. They're on paid administrative leave. And, there doesn't seem to be any hope that any charges are coming. Now, if that were the case, then I would be concerned. But they named them. They gave out their pictures. They fired them. They charged them. Hey, they talking about firing and maybe even charging other people. So I'm not all that concerned about it. Yeah, those pictures was up real quick. And again, I don't have because I understand we like, that way that they treating them is different. They black officers get treated different than white officers. Well, black officers, why don't y'all stand up for us when y'all see us get treated different? If y'all want us to stand up for y'all, stand up for us. All right, y'all. I got to get ready. I have to get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's been the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. Title is The King of Talk. I hope something amazing happens in your life. Okay? Amazing. And I hope that I'm thinking and doing stuff over here on the side at the same time. I shouldn't do that. I hope something amazing and life-changing happens to you today. All right? Till next time, it's been the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm out, y'all. Peace.